What's going on? Good morning, people in YouTube land. Grinder, Jats, Adam for Adam, my Vitster, Christian Mingle. What's up, guys? Good morning, Villanora, El Preston, Cali Love. Villanora, let me tell you, baby, you are so pretty in this picture, in the picture with five babies. To be a twofer, whole gang bang. Hey, so glad. Y'all, I came on because I got up this morning. Of course, I took Kai out after contemplating if I would smother him with a pillow in his sleep. He woke my ass up at 3 o'clock. Kai woke me up at 3 o'clock, whining, and I took him outside. I came back and fell into a diabetic-induced coma, something that Brianna experiences, I'm sure, daily. But I definitely, I was listening to Jay Dunn. Hey, Black Swan. I was listening to Jay Dunn and Houston Bread, and they had some really good commentary on the state of just how straight people view gay people. And I said I want to do a panel on it. I'm gonna call Jay Dunn today and reach out to Captivating because things come up sometimes, and I don't get around to calling people. I'm bad with that. I have to remain focused because I'm like a cat with a toy. I'll play with something and my attention will get diverted, and it's like before I know it, weeks have gone by. My friends will tell you that. But I definitely, hey Kilolo, I was listening. You know, I wanted to pose a question to straight people. It's like for example, my mother grew up with a gay cousin. She loved this gay cousin, Dirty Draws, and but I remember her making comments when I was a child if I did something. And it was almost as if she saw me becoming who I am today. So it's almost like she tried to divert it, but I was going to be who I was going to be. Hey, Linty, good morning, sis. Big sis. But I definitely, we as gay men, lesbian women, I will have that conversation with Jay Dunn and Houston Bread. I'm gonna reach out to Captivating, and we're gonna do a panel. Jay Dunn and I have spoke up on that already, because I just want to see how lesbian women, and it's hard to find a trans man or trans woman. If y'all know, and don't y'all come on here with Lady Dimples. Now, and I'm not being shady. Well, I am being shady, but don't y'all come up here and say, Rebel, bring Lady Dimples on. Now, Lady Dimples is at the beginning stages of, I'm going to throw a wig on my head and I'm going to be trans. Because Lady Dimples, now, you know damn well you be getting on this camera, you just throw a wig on right real quick. No makeup, not a lick of makeup. Not a lick of makeup. You just threw this wig on. It's like, I looked like that when I was playing in my grandmother's fucking heels and her church wigs. I mean, you got a lot of, you got that's a whole different struggle, sis. I am my bitch. Hey, lovely one. No, Natasha Milan. And you know what? I could have Natasha. But y'all, you know what? Let me tell you, so glam. Natasha Milan, now listen, our show, we can only talk for a limited time. Now, Natasha Milan to get on that motherfucker, we'll be over here the next day still discussing the first topic that we supposed to have, talked about. No. I have no issue with Natasha Milan. Let me say that. We don't have any bad blood. And she's funny to me. I think Natasha Milan is funny as hell. But, hey, Candy Cane. Okay, let me come on a little. So, as I was saying, I think that you see my facial hair growing back, baby. I was looking like I was a shaved beaver. But I think that we need to have the conversation because when Jay Dunn said when she told the story of when she was 4 and the girl 6 year old they played around and she got a whooping for that. I had a similar thing to happen with me. I got a few whoopings because I was a little inquisitive. Some would even say mannish, but I was exploring my body, and me and my little friends, we would explore each other's bodies. And I told a story about when me and my cousin was in the bathtub playing with my grandmother's dish. My grandmother came in there and whooped both my naked ass primarily. But why did I get the main ass whooping and my cousin didn't get much of a guy? He got a few fucking little taps. She wore my little naked ass out. But little did she know that was the beginning stages of me liking S&M. I was like, that's when I was sadomasochist was born right then. But I she whooped my ass with that dish. I don't know why the fuck I'm getting an ass whooping. I thought this was some type of little water toy. This long thing, and I remember it had like the pinkish red little bulb on the end, and had that long white hose. Shit, I'm splashing water, blowing the balloon up as big. That motherfucker was blew up like a Goodyear blimp. Playing with the dish, spraying water. We just sprayed water in each other's mouths with the dish. She came in there, she balled that end up and woke ass out. Cousin evaded her. He was flashing and screaming and shit. And I'm wondering why I'm getting the ass whooping. It took me a few minutes to register. I was getting my ass whooping. I started screaming with him. But it was too late. She was onto my ass. She was onto my ass, baby, weighing me out. But that didn't stop me because I still was doing some other shit after that. Hey, Tamika LaShawn, but I don't even feel like someone touching me. And let me say this: when I think straight people start saying that man was touched on because that's why he gay because he was touched on. None of my friends say when they got touched on that made them gay. I think people just could hone in on us being different, and that's why we were approached to be touched on a lot of times. Children are very inquisitive. And I had girl cousins that hunched on each other, and they straight as hell now. They were being inquisitive. Okay, what's going on? Oh, Lord, don't run into me. What's going on? Oh, y'all, hold on. This car is stopping on brakes in front of me. But, and the thing is with straight gay splaining, I heard Houston Bread made when she said gay splaining, because gay people do, we have to explain who we are, why we are, what we are, when we became who we, it's like, I am who I am. One day I didn't wake up and said, today I don't know if I want pork chops or gay. Hey, TC, good morning. Hey, surfing tangents. I didn't wake up one day and say, today I guess I'm going to put the pork chops to the side. I'm going to have gay today. Oh, this is what I'm in. No. Who would willingly embrace being ostracized? And that hasn't been my struggle, but I've had friends that have had that struggle. Being just who you are, living in your truth. I wasn't, Jay Dunn and Houston Bread, the topic, their video is nature versus nurture. And I don't think people are not molded to be gay. We're molded to be straight. Gay people in our everyday lives is little gabies. Gabies, yes, baby gays. We're molded to be straight. Do you have a girlfriend? That little girl likes you, giving us Valentine's hearts. For school, I remember, taking Valentine's to the little girls because that's what I was raised to do. And me being gay was fighting against everything that I've been raised, who I was raised to be. It was going against the grain. Now, again, my mother's favorite cousin growing up was a gay man. And I looked at him as an oddity, and I would do little mischievous things. He would say I was a badass child if he was alive today, but me and him, we got closer as adults. Um, but he would say that, and my mother's name, he would butcher my mother's. My mother's name was Cheryl. And of course, people in the country, they didn't say Cheryl, they would say Shell. And he was like, Shell got some badass kids. And I was one of the ringleaders. I would put like a chair that had a broken leg for him to sit in. Like I would put stuff that he could sit in that was squishy, and I would be giggling like a little fucking gremlin. And he would be like, I know which one did it. It was that little badass ringleader. But we laughed about that as adults. Um, but I only looked at him as an oddity because I heard whispers of the straight people. The straight people in the family would make little comments about him. Now, my family is not an homophobic family outwardly, but I'm, some of the conversation that were had was, that boy may be gay. Keep him away from him. They wanted to keep the gay cousin away from me, but that wasn't the one that would touch on me sometimes. It was friends of the family, older kids that would come around, and they didn't make me gay. If anything, they would have made me be very anti-gay. Again, I was playing mamas and daddies. I was the other daddy, or cops and robbers. I was the prostitute, and the prostitute was a male prostitute, or escort, a hooker. Let me be politically correct. I wasn't a prostitute. I was an escort. But what are you doing in this Acura? But you know what? I think in TC, in the black community, and I've witnessed, me and my sister had this conversation because my sister is married to a woman, and she's known the woman. I love the woman. They've known each other 20 plus years. They've been married for the last 7 or 8 years. And when you look at my sister and her wife, they both look like feminine women. They're feminine women. They're not that idea of people seeing like a woman that's more masculine and one that's more feminine. My sister, I say, girl, you a closet stud. And she laughed, but her wife sometimes gives me lipstick lesbian, closet lipstick stud lesbian. But when men would see them, men would be turned on because they both appear to be straight women. So men want to sleep with them because that's their dream. Women don't see two men and be like, oh, they're a couple, I want to sleep with them. Surf and Tangent, we were advanced, and I was setting the mold for the next generation of the gay beats to come after me. Now, the next generation that came after me right now, they're like 19, 18, 19. I'm the generation above them, 25, 37. No, 27 to 35. I keep forgetting. And I think that when people look at me, and some people would know that I'm gay, or I think they could tell to a certain extent if I'm gay. But even at work, I've had conversations with people that know I'm gay, but I've never had the conversation with my sexuality with a lot of people because I don't feel I have to have a rainbow flag on my car. That's just me. But I'm not going to let you back me in a corner and make me feel less than. If you come at me asking me, am I gay? Hell yes, I'm gay. But I don't meet you and be like, hey, I'm gay I'm gay, because straight people don't meet you and they don't say, hey, I'm heterosexual. And I think that when I'm viewed by society, I'm looked at as a black man first. Yes, Candy Cane. But I'm looked at as a black man first. But I can speak on the struggles. Being a gay man and a black man, I have very similar. It's a very similar struggle. And when black people get mad and be like, you can't compare the two. I'm a black gay man. Yes, I can compare the two because I'm living in that truth of being a black gay man. You're a straight black woman or a black straight man. Your struggle is different to a certain extent. There are two obstacles that I have in my life. Black men, we first and foremost, that's the biggest. Now, of course, police pull me over. They're pulling me over as a black man, not as a gay man. That comes afterwards. But I've been in the black community. Black people don't embrace gay people a lot of times because it's almost like what Houston Brad said, people like to punch down. And who would want to be a gay man because that's deemed as being weaker. You're weaker being a gay man. Now, being a lesbian woman, that's supposed to be strength because you're showing it's like you're embracing part of you that's masculine, that masculine energy that you have. So that's a strong thing to embrace as opposed to you being a gay man embracing femininity. That's you're looked at as being weaker. Why would you want to be something that's weaker than a man? You know, it's the patriarchal, as Conscious would say, the patriarchal dominated male society. So I think that I've had friends that had the struggle of being like, even with me at Conscious TV having a conversation, Conscious is a threat as a gay man because he's visually something that they have to explain to their children. Why is this man with different color hair? Why does this man have long hair? Why does this man look like a woman, mommy? Who is he a boy? Is he a girl? They don't have that conversation with me, about me. But if a person's homophobic, they're going to put us all together anyway. And then they'll be threatened by someone like Captivating who identifies as bisexual. Because women can be bisexual and it's accepted. Men can't be bisexual. If you're a bisexual man, you're going to be labeled as a gay man for the rest of your life. And women don't get that. And my experiences, thank you. Please hit the like button. Thank you. But as a gay man, I think that my struggle wasn't my friend's struggle. I've had friends that are they're much more clockable. Hold on. My friends that are more clockable, they tend to get more, they tend to be, attacked. And what the hell is my badge? Okay, here it is. Please hit the like button. Thank you. But I didn't have that struggle. My friends that were more feminine, they had to be, people pointed at them, people made fun. It was almost like they were animals in a zoo. And, I was always very defiant. I am who I am as an adult, and when I came out, when my sister drugged me out because her ass told everybody she was a lesbian. So she threw me under the bus and told my dad, well, my brother, he's gay as well. Why the hell are you pulling me out of the closet with you? That was my story to tell, not yours. You shouldn't have outed me. Yes, my sister outed me. And my father asked me about, my sexuality, and I told him. And the funny thing is, when I first told him about me being gay, I told him I was bisexual. And to me, when you tell people you're bi, it's an easier pill for them to swallow because it's like, okay, well, he's not all the way gay. There's still some hope. But my father has always been a cheerleader for me. My grandmother, his mother that passed away, was the grandmother that would always say, queen, is that a queen? And, she was like, and how they would say a fag hag. My grandmother was a fag hag because she had a brother. And y'all, the word is not offensive to us as gay people. It's just like black people saying the N word to each other. I'm using it in a different context. But she would, say that. And my father had a gay uncle that started transitioning, which was my grandmother's brother. But my father, he's never been, I'm his son. He wanted me to be safe. He didn't want me, he told a story. He didn't want me to be in a box buried because I contracted something. He just wanted me to have a healthy life. And he embraced me. He loves me for who I am. And my mother, when my gay friends would call, now keep in mind, these are just my gay good Judies. When they would call, my mother would be like, Michael called or Edward called. And I'd be like, Mom, why are you saying it like that? That's not my boyfriend. Those are my friends. It was like she would think anyone would call would be someone that I'm dating. And that used to get on my damn nerves. But hey, Freckles. Okay, let me see what you're saying, December Baby. Hey, let me tell you something. Me being a gay man, I, even if I had children, I would prefer my children to live a straight life because it's just easier. That's I would have preferred to have children, and I still could have children, because I haven't gone through the change yet. You don't start going through that until you're in your, late 40s or 50s. So me being between 27 and 35, I have a lot of good years left. But I and V Lenore, if Leanne showed them little eyes in here, I'm gonna hot you up and you could time her out. Then we're just gonna start going down the line again with Sarkonis, time her out. Then I'm gonna let Sarkonis time the next person out, and we'll do it like that. But hey, Janice Jane, I used to be like, Mom, that's my friend Michael. You met Michael. That's my good friend. She said, oh, okay. But my mother met my boyfriend that I was with for 7 years, 6 or 7 years. In gay years, it was 6 or 7 years. In straight years, it would have been considered like 20 years. No. Straight years, it would be 6 or 7. In gay years, it would be 20. Our time is different. Um, but thank you. Thank you for coming through, Mr. 300. Mr. 300. Uh, my credit score used to be 300, but I worked on that. Anyways, warfare. Don't come in here with that. I'm Generation Y. My generation is like the generation right after Lil Nas X. When I was a child, I used to listen to Lil Wayne. But I think that a lot of times, again, I want people to be able to come and, hear the dialogue between us as gay and lesbian people. So I'm going to call again. I'm going to call J Don Captivating. We're going to come on. I'm going to see what's up today if they're free to do it today. Because I want to be able to, you guys to see, and even the dynamics between lesbians and gay men. You know what? V. Lenore, would you like to be a part of the panel? You can be on as your avatar. Uh, because I want to get a perspective of people. And I'm going to reach out to Sugar PYT because she said before her mother's a lesbian. So I want to talk to the children of gay people. Just, okay, tell your queen, Happy birthday, happy birthday. I'm a singer. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Daisy's Queen. Happy birthday to you. This is Duchess of Carolina Love from the great state of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Hey, my babies. Hey, my babies. Oh, ah. Okay, I'm done. I had to get into character real quick. Um, I don't know if it was warfare. It's okay, warfare. I'm gonna make you can bite me in my snooch if you come on here with that mess. Wait, who said that? December baby. I smother your face in my snooch. You keep coming in here, and I won't get out. But you know what, Candy Cane? Lynn T, you gonna sit up here and let Candy Cane come in here and harass me like this without timing her out? It's blatant disrespect. But anyways, V Lenore, hit me in my V Lenore. Would you hit my email, Lynn T? Would you post my email for V Lenore? And I definitely because I want to just see, just hear, and people can get a different, just a different take on being gay and dealing with gay family members. Or you, because I remember a classmate that had two lesbians as her mothers, and she was picked on because of it. Thank you. Thank you. Tell your queen I said thank you. She's a jewel, and you better never do her wrong. You keep her forever because she has great insight, and she has an eye for detail. She can tell I'm youthful and young, and both of those are the same thing, I know. But TC, thank you. If you was a man, I would sleep with you for saying that because that was sweet. Um, Lynn T, really, really, Lynn T. See, yeah, I'm telling y'all, my moderators they attack me more than the people in the chat sometimes. Um, oh wait, the little stud. Look at this cute little stud walking. Okay, anyway, thank you guys. I'm getting ready to go catch this shuttle. Because again, Kai woke me up at 3 o'clock, and I fell back asleep and woke up at 6:30. You know what? Whatever, December baby. But and you know what, V Lenore, just let me know when you're free. I'm gonna reach out again. And I want us to have this conversation because it's much needed. And in this sector, it'd be so much crazy mess going on that people don't have conversations that people could get something from. It's always roasting and gagging and just, doxing and just talking about people's children. And, you know, you got whole hamsters that's being exposed as having camera slips. And again, my heart goes out to Kiki for having the camera slip. Kiki, sometimes it happens to the best and worst of us. And when you have that camera slip, I just know why you are how you are. And my heart goes out to you. And again, ladies, if you see Kiki when he showed those little incisors, be aware that if he go down on you, he gonna tear your shit up. You're gonna have a female circumcision. If Kiki go down there, he gonna tear your cootie cat. It's nothing gonna just be like it went through a meat grinder. And that's what makes him endearing at times. Beaver coon possum. A beaver coon / possum meerkat. Um, Yeah, but let me go on and get off of here. And okay, yeah, I'll be taking my charger to work so my phone don't be low because I didn't talk so much. Um, okay, it does go out to the possum. Let me tell y'all something. It be funny as hell. When I saw that and I saw that camera slip, I said, "Well, goddamn, keep." You know, it was like when Natasha Milan had her camera slip, and Reed, the Heart of Philadelphia, had her camera slip, and just these camera slips. And Tracy, when she had her camera slip, and I told y'all when Tracy had her camera slip, it looked like she had an adult case of a cradle cap. She had that little fluff of hair on top of her head, and it was struggling. It was right there. You know how when babies first start growing that little piece of hair. Um, and when I saw that, I was like, this damn StreamYard ain't it. Thank you, V. Lenore. So y'all, I'm gonna get off of here. Um, and I will hit you guys later. I'll check my email. V. Lenore, Mr. Burns, Sarconis. Well, goddamn, Sarconis. I can't say you lying about anything. But I'm out of here, y'all. Peace. Much love to you guys. Lynn T, I'm gonna call you because that mouth of yours, Lynn T, we're gonna have a conversation. I'm gonna call you, sis. Much love to you guys. Bye.